Listen carefully, because in the next few minutes you will discover whether you carry a rich mind or a poor mind. This is not about money. This is not about background. This is not about where you started or what you were born into. This is about the way you think, the way you react to life, the way you move when the world challenges you. Most people walk around every day unaware of the silent forces controlling their future, their beliefs, their habits, their reactions, the hidden rules they learned without even knowing. And these invisible patterns determine everything. Your income, your opportunities, your choices, your confidence, your destiny. A poor mindset is not a lack of money. It is a lack of vision, a lack of belief, a lack of courage. A rich mindset is not wealth in your bank. It is wealth in your thinking, in your attitude, in your willingness to grow. Today you will confront yourself. Today you will learn whether your mind is building your future or silently destroying it. And remember this, the richest person in the room is not the one who has the most money. It is the one who has the mindset that can make money, keep money, grow money, and rebuild money even after losing it. So listen carefully, because your mindset is either your greatest asset or your greatest enemy. And this speech will reveal which one is living inside you. A poor mindset is built on fear, the fear of risk, the fear of judgment, the fear of failure, the fear of starting. It always asks, what if it goes wrong? But a rich mindset is built on possibility, the courage to try, the hunger to learn, the willingness to grow. It asks, what if it works? What if I learn something powerful? What if this is the opportunity I needed? The poor mindset wants guarantees before it moves. The rich mindset moves so it can create guarantees. A poor mindset sees obstacles and stops. A rich mindset sees obstacles and thinks, good, here is the challenge that will shape me. A poor mindset waits for motivation. A rich mindset builds discipline. A poor mindset says, I don't know how. A rich mindset says, I don't know yet, but I will learn. The truth is simple. The world is divided not by rich and poor, but by limited thinkers and empowered thinkers. Your mind is the engine of your life, and if the engine is weak, the journey will be slow. But if the engine is strong, the journey becomes limitless. A poor mindset will try to protect comfort. A rich mindset will destroy comfort to build a better future. Which one lives inside you? The poor mindset worships comfort and calls it security. It clings to what is familiar even when the familiar is destroying it. It stays in the same job for years, not because it is growing, but because it is afraid of the unknown. It stays around negative people because breaking away feels uncomfortable. It avoids challenges because challenges expose weakness. But a rich mindset understands that comfort is the most dangerous prison you can live in. Nothing grows in comfort. Not your skills, not your confidence, not your opportunities, not your income. A rich mindset seeks growth even when growth feels uncomfortable. It knows that security does not come from staying where you are. Security comes from becoming someone who can survive anywhere. A poor mindset says, I want life to get easier. A rich mindset says, I want to get stronger. Because when you get stronger, everything in your life becomes easier. Decisions, opportunities, relationships, money, success. Security is not outside you, it is inside you. It is in your character, your discipline, your adaptability, your willingness to do what others avoid. That is the difference between surviving and rising. Failure is the mirror that reveals your mindset. A poor mindset fears failure and uses it as a reason to quit. It feels embarrassed, ashamed, disappointed, and says, see, this is why I don't try new things. It believes failure is the end. But a rich mindset welcomes failure as a teacher. It understands that failure is information, feedback, direction. It is proof you are trying. It is evidence you are moving. It is the signal that you stepped outside your comfort zone. A rich mindset says, good, now I know what doesn't work. Now I can improve. Now I have something to build on. Every great success story is a long line of failures beautifully stacked together. Every master was once a beginner who failed thousands of times. The poor mindset wants to avoid pain, so it avoids growth. The rich mindset wants to grow, so it accepts the pain. This is why the rich mindset wins. It is not smarter, it is not more talented, it is simply willing to fail forward while others run away. The poor mindset treats failure like a wall. The rich mindset treats failure like a staircase. Ask yourself, when life knocks you down, do you retreat or do you rise? A poor mindset believes it already knows enough. It stops learning after school, stops improving, stops studying success, stops developing new skills. It says, I don't like reading. It says, I'm not good with money. It says, this is just who I am. But a rich mindset is a student forever. It knows that the world belongs to the learners. It knows that every new skill increases opportunity. It knows that every book opens a door. Every mentor shortens the path. Every new idea expands the mind. A poor mindset waits for life to teach them lessons through pain. A rich mindset learns proactively so they don't have to suffer the same mistakes again. The rich mindset understands something powerful. Your mind is your greatest investment. Everything you learn becomes something you can earn. A poor mindset wants entertainment. A rich mindset wants education. A poor mindset wants distraction. A rich mindset wants direction. This is why success always gravitates toward the mind that is open, hungry, curious, and humble. Your income will always rise to the level of your mindset, never the other way around. A poor mindset looks for someone to blame. It blames the system, the economy, the government, the boss, the parents, the past, the lack of luck, the lack of opportunity. It creates a long list of excuses to avoid facing the truth. And the truth is simple. As long as you believe someone else controls your life, you will never control your destiny. A rich mindset, on the other hand, takes full responsibility. It says, my life is my result. My habits created my situation. My decisions created my reality. This is not guilt. This is power. Because the moment you accept responsibility, you take back authority. You stop waiting. You stop wishing. You start building. A poor mindset asks, why is this happening to me? A rich mindset asks, what can I do about it? A poor mindset sees themselves as a victim of life. A rich mindset sees themselves as the creator of life. Responsibility is freedom. It frees you from waiting for someone else to fix things. It frees you from feeling helpless. It frees you from blaming and complaining. The poor mindset does not want responsibility because it requires effort, discipline, and honesty. But the rich mindset embraces it because responsibility is the gateway to transformation. When you own your life, you gain the power to change it. A poor mindset wastes time because it believes time is abundant. It says later, tomorrow, next week, never realizing that these words are the language of regret. It spends hours scrolling, watching, wandering, procrastinating, comforting itself with temporary pleasures while sacrificing long-term peace. It lives with urgency only when it's too late. But a rich mindset understands that time is the most valuable asset on earth, more valuable than money, more valuable than connections, more valuable than talent. Time is the one resource you can never recover, replace, or negotiate. A rich mindset uses time with intention. It invests time in skills, health, relationships, opportunities, creativity, and personal growth. It sees time as a currency, something to spend wisely. A poor mindset trades hours for entertainment. A rich mindset trades hours for elevation. A poor mindset thinks 1 hour doesn't matter. A rich mindset knows 1 hour every day can build an entirely new life in 1 year. Napoleon Hill said that every minute either moves you toward your goals or away from them. So ask yourself, how do you treat time? Like something endless or something precious? Your future will reflect your answer. A poor mindset surrounds itself with people who complain, gossip, quit, doubt, and stay stuck. It is comfortable around people who share the same weaknesses, the same fears, the same limitations, the same excuses. Why? Because it doesn't feel challenged. It doesn't feel exposed. It doesn't feel judged. But a rich mindset surrounds itself with people who think bigger, people who inspire, who support, who challenge, who push, who build. It knows the law of association is real. You rise or fall to the level of the people around you. If you surround yourself with pessimists, your mind becomes pessimistic. If you surround yourself with winners, your habits become winning habits. A poor mindset avoids successful people because it feels intimidated. A rich mindset seeks successful people because it wants to learn. A poor mindset stays loyal to the wrong crowd out of fear of loneliness. A rich mindset understands that walking alone is better than walking with people who lead you nowhere. The truth is painful but clear. Your environment shapes your mind more than anything else. If you change your circle, you change your standards. And when your standards rise, your results rise with them. A poor mindset sees money emotionally. It sees money as something to spend to feel good, to impress others, to hide insecurity, to escape boredom. It says, I deserve it, even when the bank account disagrees. It uses money to create the illusion of success instead of building real success. But a rich mindset sees money logically. It sees money as a tool for freedom, a tool for growth, a tool for opportunity, a tool for protection, a tool for independence. A poor mindset thinks money is the goal. A rich mindset knows money is the side effect of value. A poor mindset chases money. A rich mindset attracts money by becoming valuable, disciplined, skilled, and focused. A poor mindset fears investing because it fears losing. A rich mindset invests because it fears staying the same. A poor mindset says money controls my life. A rich mindset says I control my money by controlling my habits. This is why two people can earn the same income but live completely different lives. One stays broke, the other builds wealth. The difference isn't the dollars, it's the decisions. Money flows to the mind that knows how to multiply it, respect it, and use it with purpose. A poor mindset thinks endlessly but acts rarely. It waits for perfect clarity, perfect timing, perfect resources, perfect confidence, perfect conditions, none of which exist. It overthinks, hesitates, analyzes, fears, and eventually does nothing. It chooses comfort over movement. But a rich mindset understands that action is the master key. It knows that clarity comes after action, not before. It knows that confidence grows through action, not waiting. It knows that momentum is created by doing, not thinking. A rich mindset values imperfect action over perfect intentions. It moves even when scared. It tries even when unsure. It starts even when not ready. It knows that every great achievement began with a single step that felt uncomfortable. The poor mindset keeps dreaming. The rich mindset keeps doing. The poor mindset waits for motivation. The rich mindset builds discipline. The poor mindset says, I'll start when I feel better. The rich mindset says, I'll start now and let the feeling catch up later. This is the difference between a life of regret and a life of progress. Success is not about being fearless. It is about acting despite fear. Here is the truth. The poor mindset and the rich mindset are not determined by money. They are determined by thinking, belief, behavior, and daily decisions. A poor mindset can live inside a rich person, and a rich mindset can live inside someone with nothing. The rich mindset is a mindset of growth, courage, discipline, and vision. The poor mindset is a mindset of fear, comfort, excuses, and limitation. And the greatest blessing in life is this: you can change your mindset at any moment. You can decide today to start thinking differently, acting differently, believing differently. You can rewrite your habits, reshape your circle, rebuild your self-talk, redirect your time, and reclaim your future. You can stop thinking small. You can stop choosing fear. You can stop living beneath who you are meant to be. This is your moment to choose. Stay in the comfort of a poor mindset or rise into the power of a rich one. Napoleon Hill said, "You are the master of your fate because you are the master of your mind." If you master your mind, wealth will follow, success will follow, opportunities will follow, confidence will follow, freedom will follow. But if you do not master your mind, everything you want will always feel out of reach. Your life changes when your mindset changes, and today can be that day. Choose wisely.